The Travis County District Attorney said today discussions have begun on how to enforce state laws when it comes to daily fantasy sports. Yesterday, the Texas Attorney General issued an opinion saying sites like FanDuel and DraftKings are illegal in the state. KXAN's Chris Sadeghi is in Dallas tonight, where the news is putting a damper on a fantasy sports convention.
This fantasy sports convention was in Las Vegas for years until Nevada declared it illegal gambling. So they moved it here to Dallas, expecting open arms in Texas, and they got the opposite.
We thought Texas would be very friendly.
But right now it appears they thought wrong. The Fantasy Sports Trade Association says they got record attendance in Dallas, then a buzzkill.
Definitely a little apprehension in terms of where this industry will go.
Now a lot of the talk is about the legal fight, and there are plenty of interesting comparisons.
If you go to a fishing tournament, just because the fish are jumping on the hook doesn't make them the contestants.
Austin-based Fantasy Hub with CEO Andrew Busa is one of many companies trying to fit their business within definitions and interpretations which separate legal and illegal gambling, and fantasy sports from a game like slot machines.
This is truly a game of skill, and the contest is daily fantasy sports.
With nearly 4 million Texans who play, Dallas Mavericks owner Mark Cuban recognizes a money mill when he sees it.
The end game always is, how can the state make some money off of all this? And I think everybody in this industry is fine with that as long as it's reasonable.
And that's where the focus of this convention quickly turned: how to keep playing.
Our message is to legislators, let's work together, make this a safe hobby.
And the vendors here told us that the AG opinion is exactly that, just an opinion, and that they will keep operating while hoping to work on a compromise with lawmakers. From Dallas, Chris Sadeghi, KXAN News.
Travis County DA Rosemary Lindbergh told us today her office does not plan on prosecuting right away. She wants to talk with other prosecutors around Texas to determine the best way to proceed. We did reach out to the lawmaker who asked for the Attorney General opinion on fantasy sports to find out what, if anything, she plans to do with it, but did not hear back today. State leaders like Ken Paxton started looking at the legality of fantasy sports sites after some major allegations surfaced last fall. A DraftKings employee reportedly made $350,000 playing on rival fan site FanDuel. A spokesperson for DraftKings acknowledged that employees of both companies won big jackpots playing at the other daily fantasy sites. And that led to questions about whether employees of the companies are privy to insider information and are gaining an unfair advantage. Back in October, several lawsuits were filed alleging employees of each company have won millions of dollars playing each other's games. As the backlash has grown, both companies have barred employees from playing daily fantasy sports.